Aesop's Fables for English Learners, Part 2. The Father and His Sons. A father had a family of sons who were perpetually quarreling among themselves. When he failed to heal their disputes by his exhortations, he determined to give them a practical illustration of the evils of disunion, and for this purpose, he one day told them to bring him a bundle of sticks. When they had done so, he placed the faggot into the hands of each of them in succession, and ordered them to break it in pieces. They tried with all their strength, and were not able to do it. He next opened the faggot, took the sticks separately, one by one, and again put them into his sons' hands, upon which they broke them easily. He then addressed them in these words: "My sons, if you are of one mind, and unite to assist each other, you will be as this faggot, uninjured by all the attempts of your enemies. But if you are divided among yourselves, you will be broken as easily as these sticks." Vocabulary: bundle, a number of things that have been fastened or are held together. Examples: a bundle of clothes, newspapers, books. A bundle of sticks. Faggot, sticks of wood, tied together and used as fuel for a fire. The Boy Hunting Locusts. A boy was hunting for locusts. He had caught a goodly number, when he saw a scorpion, and mistaking him for a locust, reached out his hand to take him. The scorpion, showing his sting, said, "If you had but touched me, my friend, you would have lost me, and all your locusts too." Vocabulary: locust, a large insect found in hot areas that flies in large groups and destroys plants and crops. The cock and the jewel. A cock, scratching for food for himself and his hens, found a precious stone and exclaimed, "If your owner had found thee, and not I, he would have taken thee up, and have set thee in thy first estate, but I have found thee for no purpose. I would rather have one barleycorn than all the jewels in the world." Vocabulary: scratch, if an animal scratches, it rubs something with its claws. Example: the dog scratching at the door. Barley, a tall plant like grass with long, straight hairs growing from the head of each stem, or the grain from this plant, used for food and for making beer and whiskey. The kingdom of the lion. The beasts of the field and forest had a lion as their king. He was neither wrathful, cruel, nor tyrannical, but just and gentle as a king could be. During his reign he made a royal proclamation for a general assembly of all the birds and beasts, and drew up conditions for a universal league, in which the wolf and the lamb, the panther and the kid, the tiger and the stag, the dog and the hare, should live together in perfect peace and amity. The hare said, "Oh, how I have longed to see this day, in which the weak shall take their place with impunity by the side of the strong." And after the hare said this, he ran for his life. Vocabulary: draw up something, to prepare something, usually something official, in writing. Example: I've drawn up a list of candidates that I'd like to interview. The wolf and the crane. A wolf who had a bone stuck in his throat hired a crane, for a large sum, to put her head into his mouth and draw out the bone. When the crane had extracted the bone and demanded the promised payment, the wolf, grinning and grinding his teeth, exclaimed, "Why, you have surely already had a sufficient recompense, in having been permitted to draw out your head in safety from the mouth and jaws of a wolf." Vocabulary: crane, a tall bird with long, thin legs and a long neck.